patient who came to me for a primary repair. So I did a very nice, robust double row rotator cuff repair. The patient had a fall like 1 month later. So we took an X-ray. You can see the anchor pull out. You can see. So here, what else? So Nenta sir, you can start. So like you can see that there are multiple things there. Can you pick up something from the X-rays? What more do you want in this kind of scenario?
No, this is if you see the X-ray picture, obviously that is the only picture that can be read because this is a static picture. The anchor has been completely pulled off. That means this is a type 1 failure. Right. Okay, so it is you have to go in, you have to assess the patient clinically, investigate properly and redo because he is only 55. Right. And see the quality of the tendon. If the quality of the tendon is repairable at all, type 1, go ahead. Or you transfer, or else you transfer.
Right. So next, what did you think? Like when you look at this, what are your options which run through your mind? What all will you look at?
For me, the X-ray looks like he has a superior migration of the humeral head. That probably indicates a very massive tear. I don't know what was the circumstances of the initial surgery, but if the bone was not good enough, I wouldn't have attempted. I would like to discuss with the surgeon who had done the surgery maybe, see if that quality of bone was not the top, and I wouldn't try to go for another repair when I know it was being done by a good colleague with good hands. I would also like to rule out infection and an axillary nerve palsy. Sometimes these things happen in surgeries.
This is a trauma, the straightforward trauma.
Yeah, so just to make sure, as an element, to make sure that there is no active infection going on and the axillary nerve is intact before I would attempt something like that. In my case, a re-repair has a very bad chance of success.
So re-repair is one consideration you will do?
Yes.
That depends upon your tissue quality?
I wouldn't. I would do more.
Yes. So what would you, at this stage, think about your options as? Then we'll go to the next stage.
So my option is based on MRI finding. I need to see the MRI. I need to assess the quality of the tissue, the quality of the bone, and if it is a pure traumatic re-tear with a good tissue quality, yeah, it's one of my option is re-repair. And most probably plus augmentation with a patch.
If you want to consider re-repair, what are the other options also you can think about this kind of scenario? Because we're talking about the young surgeon starting off. The option they should keep in mind in such a scenario, but you can see that with this avulsed, you can see the tendon being avulsed off the duty.
So in my option is the re-repair, and my option is tendon transfer, and my option is doing bridging augmentation. There is many other options, but we need the full information about the case, and most probably MRI is mandatory in this.
Sure. I'll try to play the video long, and then we will stop again in some time. So, yeah. So now you can see the intra-articular picture. You can see there's a posterior view report you're going through. You can see the cuff. You can see the complete pull out in the detachment, and you can also see it going like that. So what would, now with this in mind, what did
you haven't done an MRI scan before the revision surgery?
We did, so I don't have the scan, the film's with me right now. But here now it's your intra-articular picture. Now you can see things very clearly. You can see how it is avulsed off, the sutures in place, the options now.
Yeah, I think it looks as we were presuming that these things have come out probably because of some trauma, and remaining tissue looks still which can be repaired with some sort of an augmentation. So probably it should be amicable to removal of these hardwares and repair as much as possible without creating unnecessary tension, augmented with some biological or some sort of patch or something. That should be the plan. However, MRI definitely will give some more broader outlook about fatty changes, atrophy and all those things.
Yes, sir. Sir, what are the challenges in fixing this if you're going to do re-repair? So what are the challenges we should have in mind where we're going to face during the surgery?
So first of all, I'm not sure whether I'm going to re-repair it. 55 years old, has had a failure, is already in a negative balance mentally, and he would like to get back to life as soon as possible. I will think 10 times before taking him to another procedure which has a high chance of failure, and I have in my mind another procedure which has a good chance of success.
Yes, sir.
Reverse.
Reverse shoulder.
So I would think about reversing this patient, sit down with him, because if he's prepared for another longish operation where the failure rate after 3 months is again high, maybe some of my patients say enough is enough, I want to get back to life and do something which is predictable. So
Right.
I have to look at the patient and then decide.
Yes, sir. Okay, my question was, what are your options? And second, what are the challenges with that option?
I think we are missing one point, the clinical scenario of the patient. How is he clinically right now?
Sorry?
Clinical,
How he is
how he is
Pseudoparalysis.
clinically.
Pseudoparalysis.
Pseudoparalytic, okay.
External power is reduced. Yes.
So firstly, I would like to know if this is my patient or this is a patient from some other surgeon. Because if it's my patient, I know what was the quality of the cuff before the first surgery. Maybe I struggled a lot and I had a lot of problems to bring the cuff back. So this was probably I'll go for a reverse. If it's a patient from some other surgeon, I don't know how he performed the surgery, how he tied the knot, how he put the anchor. I don't know the quality of the bone prior to that. I don't know if it's infection or not. And according to the arthroscopy you show, probably the anchor was already inside in the joint producing some arthrosis. So all these conditions lead me to be a little bit more aggressive in this case.
But still, what are your options?
So one option is, as you said before, try to repair it, but if it's my patient. If it's patient from someone else, probably I will go for a reverse.
Sir, Rajkumar, sir, what are your options and what are the challenges, sir?
See, you have given us only the X-ray image, and MRI, as everybody is asking, is not shown. So the quality of the muscle and additionally in the shoulder we are not able to decipher. The general health of the patient is not given to us, whether he is a chronic smoker, diabetic or any other comorbidities is there. You should look into that. You also should look very importantly whether the biceps is intact or it is subluxated. If the biceps is there and the quality of the bone is great, we can retry and do the cuff repair again with the help of the biceps SCR. If not, then reverse is an option, as Dr. Maheshwari and Dr. Benjamin are telling.
Sure, sir.
Ayyappan,
Thank you.
we have
So,
last,
yes, sir,
last 1 minute, so please let
so
us
here,
what
the
is it?
overall take from the panel is that, one, okay, you do a re-repair. If you're doing a re-repair, the problems are going to be soft tissue insufficiency. Your cuff is going to be pretty bad. So you have to really worry about the soft tissues, number one. Second is, if you have used, what kind of anchors have been put. So here I primarily used all suture anchors that gave me a lot of space. You can see that I here also have a lot of space. I was able to do a SCR, and in the SCR, I again have space for my anchors. If I use a solid anchors, this I wouldn't have got so much of space. I had those spaces. Then definitely, since the tissue quality is bad, I wanted to give something which is very robust and gonna give me an excellent repair, and along with the biology. So I did an SCR for this, and you can see the SCR being done, and the patient went on to do extremely well. You can see normally the SCR has taken around 18 weeks to 20 weeks to pick up and get the power back. You can see how the SCR completely, you can see complete coverage of the cuff, side to side repair as well, and gradually over a period of time, you can see the patient hiking is gradually getting corrected. 18 weeks, look at that correction. You can see the smile hiking, and that's it. So we had a beautiful repair with excellent healing. Thank you.
Thank you.
One